What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another workout via your home space. Today's going to be more of a shoulder, chest focused workout, but we're going to hit a little bit of core, a little bit of biceps, a little bit of triceps, all mixed up in there. So we'll start off with our warm-up. We're going to do 2 rounds of this. You're going to start off with your sun salutation walkouts, hands reaching up overhead, hinge of the hips, walk the hands away from the body, send the hips down towards the ground, and then walk the hands back to meet the toes, stand all the way nice and tall. And we're going to repeat this 5 times. Once you guys are done those, if you have a band, great. If you don't have a band, use a broomstick for this one instead. We're going to go 10 band pass-throughs. Just adjust this guy, there we go. 10 band pass-throughs, hands nice and far apart on the very outer reaches of the band, arms nice and straight, and flossing it forward and back. Opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, there and back for 10. Once you're done those, drop 1 strand of the band. If you don't have a band, it's all good. You can do rear delt flies with this with a light dumbbell out to the side, squeezing the back of the shoulders every single time. But if you have a band, hands shoulder width apart, pull the band towards your chest. We're going to go here for 10. Keep those arms nice and straight the whole time. Then we're going to finish off with our 3-direction plank walks. So these are going to be on the mat. If you have like a light resistance band, this is a good time to place it around your wrists. I do not have a light resistance band, so I'm just going to go without today. So you're going to be in a plank position, walk 1 hand forward, then out to the side, and then out behind you. Repeat on the other side. Trying to focus on keeping the hips as square as possible, squeezing the core tight. We're going to go 4 times per side. So you would go 2 more for each side. You're going to go through that twice, and then we'll hop into the workout. All right, so for today's workout, all you'll need is either a set of 10-pound weights or lighter. If you don't have anything heavier, that is totally fine. If you have a backpack that you can use and add weight to it, you can. If not, I'm going to use my M pack today to kind of show everything. But I'll show the substitutions for a dumbbell too. So you can use those, and that's all you really need, and other than that, and a mat. So our first circuit, it's going to be 4 exercises. You're going to go through it 3 times with as little breaks as possible. Once you're done your 3 rounds, you're going to take a minute rest, and then you're going to move on to circuit number 2. Same kind of thing, 4 exercises, 3 rounds, as little rest as possible, 1 minute rest period, and then you're going to go back through that 1 more time. So 6 rounds total for each circuit. So we're going to start off with circuit number 1. So we're going to start with front raises, raising our weight on in front of us, pulling it up right into a press. Start back down, raise out in front, get the front of the shoulders, and then go right into that press. If you're doing this with dumbbells, pretty similar. You're going to start with your dumbbells by your side. You're going to rotate the palms down, so you're spilling out that glass of water at the top. Bring the dumbbells to your shoulders, press right overhead. So all together, it's here, and it's here. And you're going to go through those 10 reps. Then we're going to move on to wide to narrow push-ups. You're going to do these 5 to 10 reps. So kind of find your rep range the first round without blowing yourself up. I want you to try to hit that same rep range every single round. So wide push-ups, we're taking our hands nice and wide. We're in our plank position. We're on our knees. We're going down, taking your chest towards the ground. Press back up. Walk those hands in. Coming into a narrow push-up, we're going to keep our elbows in by our side body. Press back up. Take those hands rather, nice and wide. And then switch it into that narrow. 5 to 10 wide to narrow push-ups, so find your rep range. Then we're gonna move up to roll-ups. So a little sneaky core exercise in there. You're gonna start with your legs nice and straight. Arms are gonna extend all the way overhead. And you're gonna slowly lift your shoulder blades, squeezing your core, gently rolling towards your toes. Slow, slow, slow back down. I'm gonna repeat that 20 to 30 times. So kind of find your rep range again. If you would prefer your knees up, same thing, just more of a sit-up style, but still reaching towards your toes at the top. You can do that as well. And then our last one is going to be an upright row. So I'll show you this guy with a weighted pack or with some dumbbells. So you're going to start with your hand on the handle of the top of the backpack. You're going to drag your thumbs like you're pulling up your zipper all the way up the body. Elbows are going to come nice and high. Squeeze the shoulders. Go back down. Zip the coat back up. Unzip it. We're going to go there for 10 reps. Squeezing the shoulders every single time. If you're doing this with some dumbbells, palms are going to be towards you. Same kind of thing. Elbows nice and high, all the way back down. Same, but different. So repeat that 3 more times. Take your 1 minute rest, and then we'll move on to circuit number 2. All right, so we're gonna move on to circuit number 2. We're gonna start off with a curl to a press. If you have a weighted backpack, you can use it either in the top of the handle, curl into that press. I'm gonna use it just for a little bit more control with my impact. Hands on those handles. So you're gonna start with your arm nice and straight, curl it on up, keep the elbow tucked in, press right overhead. And we're gonna go 12 per side. If you find that this is too easy, slow down the tempo. It's a good way to add a progression to a weight that you may only have at home. So if you only have one weight and you wanna keep progressing, just slow it down. So same kind of thing on the other side. We're curling it up, we're pressing it overhead. Again, you could change the tempo by slow, slow, slow up, press, back into position, slow, 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 back down. You're gonna go 12 reps per arm. Then we're gonna come into our overhead tricep extension. So grab your backpack, take your hands behind you, palms facing up, elbows facing up, relaxing your arms down as much as you can, finding that stretch to the tricep, press it overhead. Squeeze the triceps, the back of the arm to straighten the arms all the way overhead. You're going to go there for 12 reps. If you do not have a weighted backpack, take your hands like a triangle, so thumbs facing towards you, pointer finger facing away, flip it on up, elbows nice and high, and same principle applies. If your weight is super light, just do more reps. Go up to maybe 15, 20 reps. Find a rep range that you start to feel like the last 2 reps are starting to challenge you, not hurt. So then we're gonna come into some diver push-ups. So I'm gonna show you the advanced version of these, and then we'll go into a little bit less advanced, just so you guys can all try these out. We're only gonna do 5 to 10 of these because this is a hard one. So you're gonna take your hands nice and wide. You're gonna walk your toes in a little bit so your hips are a little higher. You're gonna dive your nose down towards the ground. Elbows are gonna stay nice and close to your side. Floss through, push back up. So you're kind of dive bombing your head towards the mat, pushing it forward, pushing back up. If you're gonna be on your knees doing this, same kind of thing. Dive down with your head, rotate forward, press back up. Dive down, rotate forward, press back up. So you're always kind of shifting over the wrists as you're doing those guys. Kind of sneaky little pen. And then we're gonna come into some jackknives to end. 20 to 30 jackknives. So arms are gonna start out nice and straight, legs nice and straight. Use your core to pull the legs off the ground, reach towards your toes, come back down. Breathing out towards the top, inhaling as you lengthen your limbs. And we're gonna go there for 20 to 30. Repeat that 3 more times. Take a minute rest, and then go through the whole thing one more time. You got this, smash it.